At Commerce Court, our #1 priority is the safety of building occupants. It is important for everyone to be prepared, know how to react, and remain calm during an emergency. This video was developed to teach basic emergency procedures and provide valuable information concerning occupant safety. There is an interconnected life safety system in Commerce Court. It is designed to detect and contain fires and is monitored 24 hours a day in the Building Control Center. The system is equipped with smoke and heat detectors in critical areas, as well as manual pull stations at all exit doors and magnetic lock doors. Throughout the complex, we have sprinkler systems, which are a proven method for quickly containing fires to a small area, protecting lives and property. When any fire alarm device is activated, all magnetic lock doors in the complex release to allow occupants to exit. All elevators in the complex recall to the lobby level. Alarm tones and announcements are broadcast automatically. The smoke control system activates to pressurize the stairwells and keep smoke out. This feature, along with fire-rated doors and walls, makes the stairwells the safest place to be during an emergency. The fire alarm system broadcasts 2 separate tones. The evacuation tone is broadcast to the floor where the alarm device has been activated, as well as the floors above and below. When you hear the evacuation alarm, you need to leave immediately. The alert tone is broadcast to the remaining floors in the building to indicate that a fire alarm has been activated. However, the floor you are on is not affected at this time. It is not necessary to leave your floor when you hear the alert tone, though occupants should be prepared to evacuate if the situation changes. Commerce Court Property Management provides training as well as information on emergency procedures. It is the tenant's responsibility to ensure that there is a floor warden team for each floor they occupy and that staff have access to information about emergency procedures. The floor warden team assists occupants during an evacuation and helps to educate their coworkers. When the team is formed, they should decide who will perform each duty as well as who will search each section of their floor. Having a plan in place, including a designated assembly area as well as discussing and practicing the plan, will better prepare you for an emergency. The floor warden team is responsible for searching the floor and directing staff to the exits. Therefore, it is very important for everyone on the team to know the layout of their floor and the location of all exits. When there is a fire alarm, the floor warden team should immediately proceed to the elevator lobby to ensure that all team members are present. If a team member is absent, the duties will have to be shared. If the alert tone is sounding, the team will wait in the lobby until the all clear message has been broadcasted. If the evacuation tone is sounding, the team will immediately begin evacuating occupants from the floor. Floor warden teams consist of the following positions. The floor warden is the leader of the team. They will direct all other members of the team during an emergency and also ensure that the team is trained and any vacancies on the team are filled immediately. During an evacuation, the floor warden must search their assigned area, advising occupants of the emergency and directing them to the nearest exit. When they have completed their search, they will return to the lobby to meet the other team members and will leave the floor themselves. The assistant floor warden must take over if the floor warden is absent or unavailable. The assistant floor warden conducts a search of their assigned area, advising occupants of the emergency and directing them to the nearest exit. Ideally, there should be a male and female searcher on each team. They have an assigned search area, and like all floor wardens, they check meeting rooms, washrooms, and storage rooms, anywhere people may not have heard the alarm. Exit monitors are assigned to each stairwell to assist with evacuation. During an evacuation, they will check the stairwell for heat and smoke, and if clear, direct occupants down the stairs. If the stairwell is not clear or extremely crowded, they should direct occupants to another exit. They will also be responsible for reminding occupants not to take beverages, carry heavy items, nor wear high-heel shoes. If you discover a fire, leave the affected area immediately, closing all doors behind you. Activate the nearest fire alarm pull station and evacuate via the nearest stairwell. While exiting the floor, advise anyone that you see to evacuate. From a safe location, call 911, then call the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050. Do not dismiss the potential of a small fire, as it could quickly escalate. As people evacuate their floor, they should keep to the right of the stairs to allow building personnel and firefighters to pass on the left-hand side. Walk at a normal pace and hold onto the handrail as you proceed down the stairs. Remain focused. Do not bring any beverages or use your mobile device unless it is an emergency. Leave any heavy or bulky items behind. If you are wearing high-heeled shoes, remove them so they do not hinder your ability to safely evacuate. During the evacuation, occupants from other floors will be entering the stairwells. Allow them to merge into the flow, but do not stop, as this will delay the occupants' evacuation from the floors above. Occupants should proceed down the stairs and gather at their company's designated assembly area. In Commerce Court West, North, and East, there are crossover floors located at least every 5th floor to allow occupants that are evacuating to cross over to an alternate stairwell should the stairwell they are in become too congested or unsafe to use. It is strenuous to walk down the stairs, so remember to pace yourself. And if you feel tired or ill, do not be afraid to stop on a landing for a few minutes. If someone were to fall or take ill during an evacuation, call the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050. If you are in a public area, such as the concourse, a restaurant, or the parking garage, remain where you are and listen to the instructions of the building personnel. If it becomes necessary to evacuate, follow the signs to the nearest exit. Commerce Court Property Management has procedures in place to assist anyone who is unable to evacuate due to a health condition. When the evacuation tone sounds, any persons requiring assistance should go to the nearest stairwell and wait on the landing. Remember, the stairs are the safest place to be. Floor warden team members should report the location of any persons requiring assistance by calling the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050 or attending the concierge desk located in the West Building lobby. Toronto Fire Services will assess the situation and determine if the persons requiring assistance need to be evacuated from their floors. If there is a medical emergency in your area, remain with the patient and try to make them feel comfortable. Ask for assistance and have someone call 911 and the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050. Describe the location and medical condition of the patient. Have someone available to meet with security. All Commerce Court security officers are trained and equipped to administer first aid. They will also ensure emergency medical services arrive at patient's location as quickly as possible. If you encounter a suspicious or unknown person on your floor and you feel comfortable approaching them, ask if you can assist them. If the person has a valid reason to be within the space, they will provide an explanation. Should the person refuse to explain why they are on the floor, or you do not feel comfortable approaching, call the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050 and report the situation. Provide security with a description of the person, where the person is, or their last known location and direction of travel. Security will be dispatched to your location. In the event you observe a person acting suspiciously in a public area, call the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050. Provide security with the description of the person, where the person is, or their last known location, and their direction of travel. Security will be dispatched to your location. If you find a suspicious package in your office or in a public space like the concourse, do not assume that it is harmless. Do not touch or disturb the package. Leave the area and call the Commerce Court Emergency Line at 416-364-2050. If you receive a package containing suspicious material, do not disturb it. If safe to do so, carefully cover it. Ensure that all people are kept away and that no one leaves or enters the area. Call 911 and then call the Commerce Court emergency line at 416-364-2050. Follow the direction of the building and emergency personnel. If you receive a bomb threat, remain calm. Listen carefully and do not interrupt the caller. Record as much information about the call as possible. If available, check the call display and record the phone number. Ask the caller questions like, where is the bomb? When will the bomb go off? What type of bomb is it? Why are you doing this? And who are you? Try to write down the caller's exact words and make notes as to the caller's voice. For example, note if it is a male or female, young or old, nervous or calm, or if the caller has any distinguishable qualities about their voice. Make note of any background noises such as music or traffic. Make note when the call started and ended. Once the call has ended, call 911 and then the Commerce Court emergency line at 416-364-2050. Follow the direction of building and emergency personnel. If the bomb threat was written on a letter or received in an email, do not discard the letter or email and be prepared to provide this information to building and emergency personnel. Historically, the frequency and severity of natural disasters, such as earthquakes or tornadoes in Toronto, carries a low risk. However, occupants need to be prepared in the event a serious earthquake or tornado does occur. If you experience shaking as a result of an earthquake or a tornado is impacting the complex, remain calm. To prevent falling and to protect yourself from flying debris, take cover under a desk, sturdy table, or other piece of furniture. Hold on to whatever you are under. If taking cover under a sturdy piece of furniture is not possible, take cover under the nearest interior doorway. Move away from windows, glass doorways, or anything that is at risk of shattering or falling. Do not use the elevators as you could become trapped in the event of a power outage. Do not leave cover until it is safe to do so. Follow the directions of building and emergency personnel. If someone is injured or needing rescue, call 911 and then call the Commerce Court emergency line at 416-364-2050. Commerce Court is equipped with emergency generators that are designed to operate during a power outage. The generators will power the life safety systems and provide limited lighting and elevator service throughout the complex. There is glow-in-the-dark tape and signage within all the stairwells in order to assist with safe egress in the event an evacuation is required. Building personnel are responsible for investigating and will communicate with the occupants via our notification systems. Occupants are reminded to follow the direction of building personnel during a power outage. If you experience a problem with a building maintenance issue, such as lighting, a problem with the heating or air conditioning, or need the assistance of a cleaner or maintenance person, please call our Tenant Services hotline at 416-364-4110. Tenant Services will dispatch building personnel. Do not call the emergency line. Emergencies, by nature, are stressful situations for all those involved. By maintaining a trained floor warden team, participating in yearly fire drills, being aware of all building emergency procedures, and listening to building announcements, occupants will be prepared to react and will remain calm in the event of an emergency. If you require any further information, please contact the Commerce Court Tenant Services Hotline. For updates on fire and life safety matters at Commerce Court, be sure to check out our website at commercecourt.ca.